Pull. I got three.
At one point in time, HCF was one of the most popular PvP game modes of all time. Thousands of players. It seemed like the community was only growing, but then out of nowhere, everything changed. Player counts started dropping, big YouTubers bringing in the masses quit, and server owners closed up shop. This is the story of how an entire empire fell apart.
3, 2, 1, let's fucking go, boys! Oh my god!
Pull. We got 8 kids! Oh my god!
Shoot! Oh shoot! I need help! I'm gonna die. I'm freaking dead. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. Yep, no pots. I can't believe this! I can't freaking believe it! So, okay, folks, yeah, this isn't going to end well for us. This is not going to end well for us.
It's open! Get it! I'm in! There's longer! The one is the other! He's trying to... Oh no! I'm in! Oh! Got him! Ran him out! Yes!
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm killing it! He's gonna die! I killed it. Oh my god, did we kill 2 archers? Oh, I'm on the bard! Yeah, only 2 people. Kill the bard. Come back to end exit. Oh, I killed it! Quick shot.
For you to really understand this story, we have to go all the way back to 2012, where it all started. Before HCF was popular, there was one server already doing something different, the Shotbow network. Led by Chapu, this is where a lot of the mechanics that made HCF what it was really start taking shape. This is where you began to see kits like Archer and Bard being introduced, actual roles inside fights instead of everyone just doing the same thing. And the deathban system was brutal. It scaled with your playtime, so the more you played, the longer your deathban. If you died, it actually mattered. That alone completely changed how people approached competitive Minecraft. Fights weren't just random anymore. People were coordinating, calling targets, working together, and for the first time, Minecraft PvP felt genuinely strategic and team-based. Because of that, the server started growing fast, but it also had its problems. Cheating got bad, moderation couldn't really keep up, and over time, it started to fall apart. And that's when things shifted into the next phase of HCF, with Kohi. Kohi took what Shotbow started and refined it. The PvP felt smoother and more consistent, and everything was more competitive and more polished. They introduced things like emeralds as currency, which made the economy feel more structured, and they removed safe zones in places like the inn, so you couldn't just run back to safety every time a fight started. If you got caught, you had to fight your way out. It made the game faster, more aggressive, and more skill-based, and that's really when HCF started to feel like its own thing. Then came the server that took it to another level, MineHQ. MineHQ didn't reinvent HCF, it just did everything better. Bigger maps, smoother gameplay, more organized events, and way more players. This is when you'd log on and see hundreds, even thousands of players online at once. Full faction fights, constant activity, streamers, YouTubers. This was the peak of actual hardcore factions. Around this time, I was playing during the last stretch of MineHQ, right before everything started to shift. After MineHQ's success, smaller servers started popping up everywhere, and a lot of them were experimenting with monetization. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal, but looking back, this is where things really started to change. These servers weren't just copying HCF, they were slowly reshaping it, adding crate keys, lives, ranks, kits, small things at first, but they started to influence how the game was played. For newer players, it made HCF more accessible and an easier way to get into the game mode without being completely outmatched. But at the same time, it started to move HCF away from what made it so unforgiving in the first place. And that shift is what set the stage for the server that would change everything, Arcane. Created by some of the biggest YouTubers in the scene, Arcane took everything people already loved and built on top of it, but fully embraced that new direction. Paid crate keys, lives, pay-to-win ranks, even purchasable kits. And even with all of that, it didn't push people away. It pulled everyone in. Not everyone felt the same way. But for me, this was when I really started to love the game mode. And at this point, HCF was still thriving. Everyone was playing Arcane. The biggest creators were on it, the player counts were climbing. It felt like the entire community was centered around one place again. But at the same time, the way people were playing the game was starting to change. And most people didn't even realize it yet, but this was leading into something way bigger. While Arcane was blowing up and bringing in a whole new wave of players, there were other servers growing behind the scenes. Velt, Faithful MC, and Viper MC had all been building at the same time, and they were taking things in a different direction. These servers leaned way harder into monetization and shorter maps. It wasn't just small advantages anymore. It started turning into who could push it the furthest. More kits, more crate keys, more lives, more ways to buy yourself back into the game. And over time, that started to change what HCF actually felt like. It wasn't this unforgiving high-risk game mode anymore. It was slowly becoming something softer. It made the game easier to get into, easier to stay competitive, and for a while, it felt like HCF was bigger than ever. But at the same time, it created this weird cycle where every new server had to outdo the last one, and every week just felt the exact same. If one server added something, the next one had to go further. And that constant push started moving the game mode further and further away from what made it special in the first place. Then, everything hit a turning point when Velt and Arcane merged. With Solium running things, and all the major YouTubers still promoting it, the server reached a level HCF had never seen before. Player counts were insane. This was easily the highest HCF had ever been on a single server. From the outside, it looked like the game mode was unstoppable, but it had finally reached its peak. And right after that, things started to fall off. The game had gotten easier, the stakes didn't feel the same, people who had been playing for years were getting older, moving on, or just losing interest. The YouTubers that helped build the scene started quitting or uploading less, and without them constantly bringing in new players, the cracks started to show. It wasn't one big moment where everything died, it was slow. Servers started losing players, maps didn't feel as active, and the hype just wasn't there anymore. There were a few attempts to bring it back. MineHQ tried to return and recapture what it used to be. The owners of Lunar Network launched Lunar.gg with their own version of HCF, trying to modernize it while still keeping that older feel. But none of it really stuck. It would get attention for a bit, then fade again. But the damage had already been done. At that point, the last server still holding everything together was Viper MC. They still had solid player counts, mostly carried by YouTubers like Mezoid and Ziggy, who were still making content and keeping people interested. It felt like the final version of HCF that was still alive, even if it wasn't what it used to be. But eventually, even that couldn't last. Viper shut down, and with it, the last real piece of the HCF community as we knew it disappeared. And just like that, it was over. And then one day, I randomly opened Minecraft again. You guys know how it is, that random 2-week phase with your friends. I did what I always used to do and checked the server list, just to see what was still there, and nothing was. No big servers, no familiar names, just a couple random pay-to-win servers with nobody online. That honestly surprised me, so I started looking into it, trying to figure out what actually happened, and that's when it really hit me. HCF was just gone, and that's when the idea came up. What if we brought it back, but on the newer versions of Minecraft? Around that time, I'd been playing stuff like Hoplite with my friends, and the PvP actually felt pretty good. It was different, but it worked, and it made me realize this new generation of players never even got to experience what HCF was like. The team fights, the coordination, that feeling when everything was on the line, they never got that. So I just started building it. I spent about 3 months coding a custom HCF core on 1.21.11. And when we finally released the beta, it was a mess. Like a lot of bugs. But honestly, the bugs weren't even the hardest part. The second we started talking about bringing HCF back, people were already writing it off, saying it wouldn't work, that the game mode was dead, that nobody was going to play 1.9 plus HCF. That it was just going to fail like everything else. And yeah, at first it was pretty frustrating, but after a while, it just turned into motivation. If anything, it made us want to prove it even more. So we kept fixing things, updating, patching, improving, and eventually got it to a point where we could release the first map. The player count wasn't crazy, We hadn't really advertised, just posted a few shorts here and there, but the players that did join actually cared. They were active, giving feedback, suggesting ideas, even helping with some coding. That's when it started to feel real. By the time we got to map 2, we had over 750 unique players, and we're seeing real growth. Still no big marketing, just us and a few players who believed in what we were building. Posting clips, making TikToks, trying to get it out there, and slowly it started to pick up. And that's really why I made this. HCF meant a lot to me growing up, and I know I'm not the only one. There was just something about it, the teamwork, the moments, the memories, that you don't really get anywhere else. And it's kind of crazy to think that a whole new generation of players never got to experience any of that. So that's what this is about. Not just bringing HCF back for the sake of it, but giving people the chance to experience what made it special in the first place. If you want to be a part of that, you're more than welcome to, and if not, that's completely fine too. Shameless plug, the Discord link will be in the description, and the IP will also be there as well. Either way, we're going to keep building, keep improving, and keep pushing this forward until we bring a real community back to the game mode, because I think it really deserves another shot.
Sam, he's gonna die in a second. It's open, we're in the base, get in.
Oh, yeah.
No.
We're dead. We're dead, folks. We're dead.
Oh god.
Focus on autism. Shrink two. Good job. Okay, keep going. They're gonna go raidable. One on me.
Don't fight them up there.
Where's everyone? Push it. Coming through right now.